Still on Small Business Saturday, Bureau Chief Jane Kathleen Gregorio introduces us to this bird store in Corpus Christi as it weathered the COVID storm, kept flying in the rain, and now is celebrating its new nesting grounds. Kathleen, tell us more.
Thank you, Anna, and howdy from the Lone Star State. All across the country, as Americans were encouraged to support small businesses in their community, Texas was no exception. In a video statement from Texas Governor Greg Abbott, small businesses account for 99% of all businesses here in Texas and employ millions of Texans throughout the entire state. One such local business here in Corpus Christi not only survived the pandemic, but also thrived and even held a ribbon cutting on November 20th, which was attended by City Manager Peter Zanoni, Council members Paulette Guajardo and Ben Molina, and leaders of the small business community. Today, we will meet Marcus Lozano, small business supporter and owner of Feathered Friends and Company, and discover his story of success. Let's take a look.
A broken windshield, and we went to a local glass repair shop. I guess on the receptionist desks, there was a bird cage, and I kept staring at them, and I told my dad, Dad, I really want a pair of birds. And the lady said, well, these ones here, they're for sale. So I took them home. They had babies. And before I knew it, the entire neighborhood, like all the kids that I played with, they wanted a bird. So like this light bulb went off in my head. And I'm like, all these people want birds, and I can like supply them with them. Well, before you know it, people were coming to my house and they were buying birds for me. And I was using the money that I was raising, having baby birds to buy more birds. So by the time I was like 12 or 13 years old, I had like 15 or 20 pairs of birds in my backyard at my dad's house. And, it just became something that I loved doing. But it got to a point that I could no longer do it out of my house. There was too much foot traffic. So, that's how I got started, really, was that I saw how many people were so excited about what it was that I was doing, and I just wanted to do it bigger and better. When I first started, my greatest challenge was the money. We started our store on June 8th, 2014 at a little old antique store on Castores. We only had $700 worth of products, and that's all I had. We spent the $700. We filled the store with what we thought was like everything that we could get, and people started coming and people were buying products, and they were buying products, and I was using that money and I was buying 2 of what I sold, and then 2 turned into 4, and 4 turned into 6 and 12, and and it just continued to grow, and people started coming from further and further away. And I mean, here we are now in a space 3 times the size with wall-to-wall products. But the thing I say is, Feathered Friends and Company is your one-stop shop for everything birds. So we do birds, feed, seed, cages, toys, accessories. We do grooming for birds. We do boarding for birds. We do blood work for birds. One of the things that we also do is we raise babies for families. We can raise a bird specifically for your family. So say you want a macaw, right? And macaws can cost anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000. So what we do is we allow you that time in the process of where we're hand feeding the babies. So you can come and visit it during that time and make payments on it and kind of get an idea of the personality of this new family member, because ultimately that's what I'm in the business of. I'm in the business of companionship and family members. Our 3 top birds. We sell green cheeks a lot. People love green cheeks. They're known as the quiet conure. Cockatiels are amazing family pets too. And parakeets. Everybody loves parakeets. It's like the smallest little bundle of love that you can take home. It's a great price. So green cheek conures, cockatiels, and parakeets. That's the most common bird that leaves our store. It's crazy because birds are companions and birds are family members. So during the pandemic, having a bird as a companion, I mean, some of these birds can live upwards of 80 to 90 years. So it's kind of parallel with our lives. So during the pandemic, our business increased, and I mean, it's continued to grow. We're in a new location. We have a new store. We're seeing new faces, and I mean, we're sending home companion birds every day. One of my very good friends is Monica Marie Garcia, and I said, let's put up a mural, but let's do something that gives back to the community. So I thought, like, what if we do an interactive mural, like something with wings? And I'm like, yeah. So we ended up going with the winged mural, and we have people coming from all over, standing in front of the mural. You know, people are coming here, we're getting noticed, and people are taking really cool pictures in front of our mural, posting it on Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook. And we have plans for so many more murals along this entire perimeter of the property. And during the pandemic, our business really took off because people wanted companionship. People wanted something to come home to or stay home with, because a lot of people weren't able to go to school, weren't able to go to work, were not able to do anything except sit at home. And, you know, thank God our business was able to stay in business, and we were a necessity because we provide family members food. So I'm going to go through a few do's and don'ts of companion birds. So do offer your companion bird fresh fruits and vegetables. They love fresh fruits and vegetables. Don't ever offer them avocados or chocolate. Those are like the two worst things that you can give to your bird. It will kill them. All right, the next do's and don'ts for companion birds is do give them enrichment. So what that means is keep them excited, switch their toys out every couple of weeks. I promise I'm not trying to sell you 100 toys, but what I'm saying is, like, get 2 sets of toys, switch one set out for the other, and every week swap them back and forth, and your bird will be excited over and over. And another don't is when your bird is loud and noisy, don't cover them up. That's so sad. Take them out. Give them something to have fun with. Play music for your bird. I was born and raised in Corpus Christi, and one of the things that I love so much about this town is there's such a strong group of positive individuals, I mean, in this entire town, that want nothing but good for one another. So we're always lifting one another up, and it's so good to see other businesses doing well. And you know, I'm a firm believer and I've said this to other people, if you give to the community will give back to you. And this is a prime example. I do what I can to give to the community, and they give me their business, and they give me, you know, respect, and they give me love. I mean, we are absolutely so happy to be able to provide feathered friends and company to the Corpus Christi community.
In Corpus Christi, Texas, I'm Jane Kathleen Gregorio, Eagle News. We live in interesting times. Back to you, Anna.